Hi everyone, my name is Mimi and welcome to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to Hell's Paradise Season 1 Episode 5, The Samurai and the Woman. Last episode, we saw a little backstory on the person that cut off his hand, the dragon something, the blade dragon. Yeah, we saw a little bit of his backstory why he's been sent on the island. We saw the backstory between Toma and Chobe as well. You had Gabimaru and Yuzuriha joining forces. And yeah. Oh, and then you also had Sagiri passing out. So that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys like my reaction, just give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon at patreon.com/feelingini. And now let's start this episode. And here we go.
Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comments in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review.
The beginning sort of reminds me of Dr. Stone season 3. The opening, not season 3. What's season 4? The one that just finished. The first opening. Casanova Pose. Stand up, my fat people. Sagiri?
そんな目で見るのですか。
目が覚めたか、サギリ。
源氏殿、ここはどこですか。
お主は蝶の鱗粉の毒気に当てられ、
あ、OK。
っていたのだ。
罪人から目を離すわけには。
あ、起きた。おや。
これは何を。
あ、飯の準備。
破れた服の修正。
ゲーム監督。
Supervising or sleeping?
現状について皆で情報を整理してみませんか。ガビマルさんの作ったものでも食べながら。
それに材料探しのついでに島のことも調べたぞ。
Okay.
つうかあったとしてあんたに判別つくの？戦薬のことなんか知ってるわけ？
Yep.
いや、戦薬なんてこの役目で初めて聞いた。
Right.
材料探して分かったのは自生植物のこと。種類が混在しているだけで多くは本土にある普通の植物だった。気になったのは花化した侍に似た花がいくつかあったことだ。まさか派遣された侍がどこに消えたのか。とにかくこんなみかんみたいなものは見当たらなかったな。
あまり絵にはこだわらない方がいいのかもしれません。それより考えるべきは像そのものです。石像、塑像を作る技術が島にあるのか。こんな島に人が住めるようには思えません。化け物も虫も人間にとって危険すぎる。生殖器？はい、それが見当たらない。
チンコないんだ。
宗教的ではありますが、細部は大雑把で、言うなれば出来損ないの神様。神秘の権限としてはあまりにも人工的。まるで悪趣味なマンダラの中に放り込まれたみたいだ。
Mandala? What is a mandala?
内臓もなく生きる生物自体、不老不死の手がかりだな。戦薬が島にある可能性が見えてきた。
私たちがすでにどっかで死んでて、ここが本物の姉よじゃなきゃね。
それだけは勘弁願いたいですね。源氏殿。
サギリ、お主は船で本土に帰れ。
何を。
お主は侍である前に山田家の娘だ。女には次期当主と結婚する務めがあろう。今のお主では死ぬ。帰るのだ、サギリ。
これは私の職務。果たすが武士の使命です。
Oh, that's what the title of this episode mean.
俺にその刀、どこで拾ったか。刀は武士の心。お主はすでに山田家の心を失っている。 確かにお主の剣技は素晴らしいが、それはお試し御用。処刑の災い。までお主は明確に力不足。女の限界だ。
That's what I don't like.
とにかく島から離れないと。霧で何も見えずとも武士道とは前進することと見つけたり。
Rank 10.
力任せじゃ体も濡らして体力が奪われるだけだ。侍はないものにとらわれて
どうになるっす。山の民の参加の知恵ってやつっすか。
あ
じいちゃんの教えだ。戦略がなきゃどうせ死罪だろ。
そんなもん自分が女将を説得するから大丈夫っす。
Well,
お、見てください。きっと幕府の船っすよ。大きいもん。これで帰れます。
are you sure it's not from I'm about to say from Gabimaru's clan, but I guess not.
バカ、刀を抜くな。あそこですぐに船を戻してれば。
仕方ないでしょ。難しいことはわからねえっすよ。
I hope these two don't die. I like them.
逃げろヌルガイ。お前が死ねば三家の血が絶えてしまう。
俺たちはないものは信じない。道に迷ってるなら麓まで案内してやるよ。
お前エミシか。そうなら村で休ませてくれ。に基準せず独自の文化で山野を生きる者の総称。徳川様の知性においては逆賊だ。これでこの地の参加は根絶やしだな。
ごめんみんな。ごめんじいちゃん。
幕府の雇われですが、どうしても無実の少年を処刑する理由がわからない。生きる道があるなら生きるべきっす。
レリー、よさ、よのくは赤く。
気象さん、なんで。
You didn't make it.
何やってんすかヌルガイ君。
もういいと考えてた。俺は生きるべきか死ぬべきか。やっとわかった。これは天罰なんだ。
全然わかんねえ。それでなんで死ぬんすか。侍はバカなんでしょ。ちゃんと説明してくれよ。全然わかんねえ。なんすか習わしって。難しいこと言わないでくれ。
だから
納得できないと俺は帰らねえ。
Please let these two live. I don't want them to die.
ちゃんとか村とかじゃなく、君自身が死にたいかどうかを。
死にたくなんかないよ。山に帰りたい。
何が何でも生き延びろ。あそこに使えそうな船がある。ここを突破してあれに乗るっすよ。強いっすねヌルガイ君。助かりました。
ガッチなセリフだ。流れ着くようになってるんだ。外へ向かう海流を見つけないと戦略があっても帰れない。
とりあえず血を洗い流してから考えましょう。
ああ、そうだな。
あ、ヌルガイ君。
You girl.
ぽいというか女だぞ。前の男気に惚れたぞ。無事帰ったら向こうに来てくれ。
いやもうなんつうか島のことやらなんやらで頭限界っす。自分バカなんで。
Oh my goodness.
島の外周を巡って外へつながる海流を見つける。共に帰る仲間も探しましょう。僕も半分は源氏さんに賛成です。もう半分はいざという時ガビマルさんを抑えるためにもあなたにいてほしい。
そうですか。
浜で初めて見た時と今のガビマルさんの印象は随分違う。彼の変化にあなたも心当たりがあるのでは。
Mm-hmm.
あなたがいた方がこちらとしても心強いのですが。
そう
そうやって夜通し監視する気か？わしは寝ないぞ。いや、気分はもう大丈夫なのか？
はい。
なんだよその顔。わしがつけた傷のせいで虫の毒の周りが早かったんだろう。だから一応その
Oh, I felt bad.
お主には借りもあるし、おかげで冷静になった。覚悟を決めたよ。妻と生きると決めたんだ。
Mm.
この役目より長い長い人生を。ならばそれを邪魔する者からは逃げない。
強いですね。
お主だって強いだろう、わし以上に。あるよ、そういうことの見極めは確かだぞ。
Oh.
牢屋敷でのお主は強かった。印象じゃない。もっと具体的な強さ。
Oh.
意外そうな顔だな。
まあ。
自分自身のことは案外自分じゃわからんもんだな。
For that.
行動してみるまでは。
サギリ、帰り自宅は済んだ。
No, she's not leaving.
拙者の船まで案内しよう。
お気遣いありがとうございます。ですが、帰りません。
なおのことくだらん。お主は女だ。無事に帰り、山田の子をなすという生き方があろう。
女の分際で何をしていると。何より、父が時折見せる落胆の目。首切り朝の娘として生きれば、外から蔑まれ、山田家の武士として生きれば、身内から疎まれる。
愛があるのは当然のことだろう。
私にはその目がたまらなく耐え難いのです。
なんだと？
私が弱く未熟であるとは承知しています。ただ自分の生き方くらい自分で決めたい。どうかご理解ください。
聞くに耐えんな。この島は戦場のごときもの。女子供は場違いだ。
Ooh. You dead. You dead. You are dead. You are dead. He is dead. There's no saving him. He is dead. I love that moment. I loved it. She took that sword away from him so quick. I always hate it when they minimize women like that. You know, you're just a woman. Go bear children. You can't be anything more than that. You can't be a samurai. Whatever. Maki did her thing in Jujutsu Kaisen. And now she's doing her thing. Not to Maki's level, but like, you know, like she's taking control of her life. Like, what the freak? Leave her alone. Leave her alone. And he's dead. I love that moment as well, where Kabiru tells her that she's stronger than him. That she doesn't know how or why he's thinking that. Maybe it's something or something or something. I forgot exactly what he said. But him saying that when he's this criminal that even this assignment are worried about, fear. They fear him, you know. Like when you look at Santa, is that his name? Usually has assignment. Santa. Like even Santa was like, I would rather you be here in case Gabimaru is like loses it and whatever. So they are afraid of Gabimaru. But then Gabimaru is telling her that she is stronger than him. That has got to be the most powerful psychological boost, I guess to her self-esteem and whatnot, especially with the way people have been looking at her in her clan, in her family, the way that her father's looking at her. Why don't you just go be a woman? Why don't you stop being trying to be a samurai? And then you have this Genji also like minimizing her, diminishing her, and then Sentai was also like, okay, I half agree with what he's saying, but I also want you to be here in case Gabimaru loses it. So it's like all of them, even isn't all of them look down at her for trying to be a samurai. Tell tell her that she's weak, that she should not be here, that she should leave. And then you have Gabimaru, who they all fear to a certain degree, telling her that she's stronger than him. I'm like, and then when the dude Genji was like, "How dare you speak to me like that?" and they try to kill her, then she takes away her sword. Amazing, amazing. So yeah, she got it away from him, and then Rokurota shows up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And you're like, yeah, he's dead. He is dead. Look at that. Their chauvinistic male, stronger as Simon or whatever, are dying left and right. Even Kisho. Kisho also died. Or he's turning into flowers, so he's dying. Either way. Even him, he's gone. And she's still alive. Even though she passed out. She's still alive. So all of those men are dying, and the woman that they are like, you wake, you shouldn't be here. You're still alive. Good for her. And yeah, Gabimaru. At first, they were wasting time because the Iwagakuri's people are coming, so he wants to find the elixir really quickly. But then when Sagiri passed out, he took the time to let her rest and recuperate, and she was asking him like why. And from their conversation, you could tell that he felt guilty, um, and wanted to make sure that she was okay before they continued on their journey. Because he's like, it's because he attacked her and harmed her. That's why the butterfly's poisons were able to work on her so quickly. So he wanted to, you know, let her rest, let her feel better before they went on, you know. So I like that conversation as well. Now, they talked about Gabimaru and Yuzuriha and their whole clique talked about the island and the monsters and how they felt mystical but not really, and the flora of the island, how m- much of the flowers are flowers that are on the mainland or something or other, but then there are some that he didn't recognize, and he looked around but he didn't find anything that would help them, I guess, find the elixir any quicker. And usually I was looking at her like, how do you know if do you know anything about the elixir? And he remembered, yes, I do know something, but I'm not gonna tell you. And he's like, no, I'm just going about what they showed us or whatever. The picture that they made for us or something. And he didn't find anything looking any similar to that. But they're like, just forget about that. Let's learn more about the monsters and how they came to be, where they came from, and that would help us find the elixir quicker, I guess. So there was that. The other part of this episode was focused on Nurugai, who's the last surviving member of the Sanka. I'm forgetting I didn't write down the assignment's name, but I just wanted them to live. I wanted them to live so bad. So I'm glad that from this particular ordeal they were able to survive it. Because I'm like, clearly this I'm about to say this boy, but she's a girl. She didn't do anything wrong. She saw these people. She's like, okay, let me guide you. They're like, okay, can we just sort of rest at your village for a little bit? And because of that, these people killed her entire village, her grandpa, and all because the shogun is like, if you're not gonna submit to me, then you are an enemy of me or something or other like that. And then they killed everybody. And these people just wanted to live the way they wanted to live according to their own values and stuff. They wanted to live for the mountains, I guess that's why she said. And just because of that, their whole village was killed just because of that mistake, bringing these people there who looked like they were lost, and she was just trying to help, and that wound up being the reason for her whole village being killed and her being sent to this island. And I'm glad that this assignment that was with her was this, I guess, simpleton. And usually those kind of or they have a right kind of sense of justice, you know. And so with him being with her, he's like, I don't want you to die. And she was like, okay, just let me die, just let me die. Having seen this Kisho kill over and die on the floor, and she was reminded of her grandfather, and she just lost her strength to live, I guess, her will to live. But then the assignment with her is like, I don't get it. Why don't you explain it to me? And she was trying to explain, but basically what he wanted to know is, do you want to live or do you want to die? And she's like, I want to live. And so they fought through those monsters, made it to that little boat that was there, and went back to the island, basically. And she's like, there are currents. Like the currents around the island brings you back to the island. But then the fact that there are boats that actually there's a particular boat that actually made it back to the island but was made of flowers and all of that, it means that there is a current that can take you out from the island and back to the mainland. They just need to find it, but in order to find it, they need to, I guess, look around. And with all those monsters and things on the island, the assignment is like, we need to find other people that we can ally ourselves with so that we can basically help each other out and so that we can leave this island safely. And I'm guessing that alliance is going to be with Gabimaru and Yuzuriha at some point in the show. But then you have Toma and Chobe there that are like, let's kill everybody and take the elixir for ourselves. So should they, Nurugai and the assignment with her, should they run into Chobe and Toma, I'm guessing they will kill them. So hopefully that doesn't happen. They find Gabimaru first, because I don't think Gabimaru's gonna be like, I'm gonna kill you. I don't think that's gonna happen until and after they find the elixir, and then he's gonna turn on people because he wants to go and live with his wife. And he said that he's not gonna be running away from anybody. He's gonna be facing the danger head on. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. And if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe. And if you want to see my reaction to episode 6, the link is gonna be in the pinned comment, so you can just click on it and you can watch it right now. And you can also catch up with my previous Hell's Paradise reactions. There's a playlist in the comment as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Girl, you're my chamacachalo. Where you go, girl, I'm gonna follow. Just let me know.